I've always wanted to be a mum. Ever since I was a little kid, I just desperately wanted children. And so when I got pregnant, it was like, oh, my dreams come true. Everything's wonderful now. But actually, it was a lot harder. I knew it would be hard. It wasn't like I thought everything would be perfect, but it was harder in different ways.
Emma started to feel isolated after moving to a new town far away from her family.
Christmas is the time of year when everyone wants to see their family. And if you can't, then it's kind of heightens the loneliness. I just didn't have anyone I could just go round to for coffee. I'm sort of just about on speaking terms with our neighbours, but even then you can't just knock on the door saying, I'm really lonely, please come and talk to me, as much as I wanted to sometimes.
Hundreds of thousands of people in Wales say they've experienced loneliness. The majority are over 65, but an increasing number are younger, like Emma. In some cases, it can be linked to a greater risk of mental health problems.
I ended up going to the GP and asking for antidepressants, which at the time seemed to me like the lowest point in my entire life, because there I was, I wanted to be a mum for so long, and here he was, and I just couldn't cope. I felt like I was the worst mother in the entire world. I was like, surely no one else can be feeling this lonely, this, depressed.
Deborah's an expert researcher on social isolation. She says it's important to reach out to others if you start feeling lonely.
When you have a baby, your sort of social networks, you give up work for a while and your networks sort of disappear, and it can be a very isolating experience being stuck at home with a new baby. The main thing for everybody is to talk about their experience of loneliness. When you start to talk about it, you reduce the stigma around it, and then you find other people share their stories and you realise you're not alone.
I really want to let people know that it's okay to struggle. Being a mum isn't about being perfect, about getting everything right. It's about just being there for your kid.
And for Emma, talking to friends about what she's been going through has meant she's no longer felt alone. Cohen-Ennis, ITV News in Bridgend.